Hey guys, it's Joe. Welcome to the Monday vlog. Um, this is an interesting one for me because here I was like all gung ho about making content, and last week I got nothing but a vlog out. So here is another vlog. Hopefully, that's not all I get out this week. But I have to tell you guys, part of it is I took a little bit of what you guys said to heart in the comments, and again, thank you guys for the comments. The comments are giving me a good bit of feedback in terms of what you guys are hoping for, wanting, expecting, and what you understand and appreciate about what this is and what it takes to do this. The fact is that a lot of you are saying, don't try and push too hard. Trying to do 5 videos a week definitely was that, even though it was a goal I thought I could achieve. And here's the thing, I could achieve that. And that's what I kind of found out this past week. I could put out 5 videos. Would they be good? Probably not. I have to make sure that when I do this, I'm putting my heart into it. When I make a video, it's something I believe in, something I love and want to share, rather than just a kind of throwaway thing. And that's the balance. That's the hard part I'm finding right now, and something I've actually struggled with for, good lord, it's going to be 5 years in August since I started doing YouTube, which just boggles my mind. Um, it's a struggle. It's a balance. It's really hard to put out consistent content when you're going by your gut, when it's all passion and it's all heart, because that inspiration, that muse, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't always generate anything to make. So I struggle with that when it comes to making content. That's something I've struggled with forever. Again, I could try and do stuff, and I have ideas. It's just I have to make sure that I do them my way. I have to make my videos. I can't just make videos like other people. I'm not putting anyone down. What I'm saying is they have their style, and I can't copy that. I can't be those people. I have to be me. And that's not easy a lot of the time. And the fact is that you guys actually, I'll just say it, the fact that you guys give a shit means a lot. Again, I just do what I can, and I don't feel it's enough most of the time. I'm a giver, and I making something, doing whatever for myself, that's fine and good. But when I see it, like today, I got a comment on a video about how a video that I made really helped them, and it was exactly what they were looking for, that sort of thing. You can't replace that feeling, knowing that somewhere out there, something I made, and this is what really boggles my mind, something I made here on my little computer in this hard drive got transmitted out, and as one little thing, it's just one little video, and it gets put on this platform, and people flock to it, people use it, people across the world have that video that I made here on their screen. And not only that, it's helping them in the game. It's not just something they watch and just blow off. It's not just another like cat video that they giggle at, put on Facebook, and move on. It's something they use and can use and share with their friends and share with their guild, and something that might make their time in the game better. That's it. That's what it's all about. And God, when I first started doing this, I didn't know I was going to have any of that. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what I was going to do. Like the rares guides, that just came out of, I wanted to share with people I thought that they were doing Mr. Pandaria correctly, that they did what they were doing, what they said they would do in terms of old school kind of gameplay with new tech, and taking those rares and making them like they did in Burning Crusade and Wrath. I thought they were moving in the right direction, especially since Kata's rares sucked. So I thought maybe they were getting things right just because of the rares. Just that as a minute little example of what if they were doing the rest of the expansion with that mindset, I thought we were going to have a great expansion. We did. This was a great expansion. And so I just wanted to kind of tell you guys about it. I just wanted to shout to the world that they were getting it right. That's what those guides were about. I never knew I'd keep doing them. I did the initial zones, and I just wanted to. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I'd made one guide prior to that, which was a boss fight. I can't even remember which one, but that was it. I learned a lot from that boss fight guide, though, in terms of making the video, in terms of the technical side of like putting in the talents of the boss and stuff like that. I'd never done that before, so I took that and added it on to the rares guides, but I didn't know those things would ever be a thing, and people watch them, and it's what I'm known for now, which is just bizarre to me. And then that's kind of where I'm frustrated with now when it comes to World of Warcraft. I love making guides about those rares and stuff like that, and the rares suck right now. I mean, not so much in Legion. They're not bad in Legion. There's a lot to them in Legion to a degree. But they're not what they are, what they used to be. And I've tried to tell Blizzard this, and I've tried to message them on Twitter and everything else. The rares, what we liked about the rares were they were rare. We hunted them down. They weren't just sitting there, because they do now. They spawn a minute later, and they're there always. And that sucks. That's not rare at all. And I've sat back and I've kind of let it go, and I've been like, okay, whatever, that's their design decision and everything, and it is. No way about it. But I'm tired of pretending like it's okay. Like I'm okay with it. I'm like, whatever. No, these rares suck. This whole new idea of rare spawns being up at all times, pretty much after like a minute respawn, sucks. Blizzard, it sucks. That's not rare, and that's not what we love about rares. You've got people in the game that are going off and still to this day in this content drought of 14 months or 13 months or whatever it is of Hellfire Citadel are still subbed and still trying to go and get Invincible to drop and trying to get Ashes to drop. All those things. You know why those people are still doing that? And one of the reasons why people are farming those things is because they don't just they're not gifted to us. They're not just handed to us. We have to work for them. They are random drops. Rare spawns should be the same way. We should have to hunt them. They should be something we can do when there's not anything else going on. It should be an extra thing. Some of us loved that aspect of the game. You hunt that rare thing down. Yeah, I mean, you had some rare spawns in Draenor with mounts. Maybe there's that in Legion that I don't see or don't know about. I know we got world bosses, but I'm not seeing anything like that right now in Legion. And even then, I didn't even care about those rare spawns with the mounts in Draenor, because they were like the same 5 mounts reskinned anyway. And I hated most of the mounts that were given in Draenor. I'm sorry I'm like really extra passionate about this, but this is part of one of the reasons I'm frustrated. I'm not blaming Blizzard for my lack of content, but the lack of passion for making content is because of stuff like this. I don't know how I feel about World of Warcraft these days. I'll be honest. I want to love it again. Warlords hurt that for me. Legion looks really good. I'm really excited about it, but I'm somewhat tenuous about it. Even though I played the beta and I've absolutely loved what I've played, I don't know how much it's going to grab me anymore. Because of what's happened, because of their design decisions and their philosophies, and honestly, frankly, how much time I'm going to have to pour into it to get anything out of it. World of Warcraft requires a ton of time. It's a time sink. I don't have the kind of time I used to anymore, and it's a little frustrating. I love the game, absolutely, and I'll continue to play it, and I mean, it's the world that I love, and I'm going to, But there's things that frustrate me about Blizzard and their design decisions, and I never say it. I always hold it back because I want to be Mr. Positivity. I'm a fanboy. I love the company, and I love the game. But they drive me crazy sometimes because I don't know. I don't want to act like I know better. And that's my frustration. Who knows? Maybe I don't know anything. I just know what I've loved in the past. And I don't think having some rare spawns that are truly rare, maybe even having rare items on them, well, some of the rares in Legion do have pets and stuff like that. But not to the degree that Mist did. And I know I'm Mr. Rose-colored glasses right now. Get off my lawn. Back in my day. But those rares in Mist were fantastic. And I wish we had even some semblance. Not all of them. I wish we had some semblance of that back. They were so awesome. I mean, each race had different abilities. It wasn't just something that you could just go wipe out, overpower them. I mean, you could to a degree, but you also had to somewhat be mindful of some of their mechanics, which was neat. Nice change. And you knew what you were going to deal with every time you dealt with a Pandaren. You know, they were going to have the heal and that you had to interrupt. And so it wasn't that diverse. It was just enough. I don't know. There was just something about those. And I think the fact that my videos got watched the way they did means that there was something about those rares. I don't think it was my videos necessarily. I think people were that interested. People were wanting to get them that much that they watched video guides. Let's face it, who needed video guides on rares back then? You had NPC scan. Doesn't quite work like it used to, but NPC scan was all you needed. You could find them on your own. An NPC overlay told you exactly where they were. You didn't need a video guide. But people wanted to kill them so bad. People wanted those achievements. People wanted to know what those toys and different things that they dropped were. And now we have this toy tab that just makes those kind of things even more pertinent. I don't know, guys. I get a little frustrated, as you can tell. My heart and my passion are still with the game. I just need to find where I can translate that into content. The zones thing, that's definitely something I can do because that's something there's so many zones. I actually get some really good footage on the one I'm working on now, and I really want to get it out. But again, I don't want to rush it. You know, Frostfire Ridge 1 I know some people were concerned about because it seemed rushed, and it probably was to a degree, but it captured the heart of what I wanted it to be. So I was okay with getting it out there. It really, when I think about Frostfire, what I said and the way I said it, really, that was what I wanted it to be. So it was fine that way. It wasn't exactly the vision I had. I wanted to kind of have some of the cutscene in there, but I also didn't want to ruin the cutscene, so I decided against that. You know, and the add-on for Altaholic, I mean, that's a add-on I'm passionate about, so that was easy. But now it's like, what add-on do I cover now? Because I don't really have a passion for one in particular, and there's so many things that get covered, and I gotta understand though that when I cover something, even if it's the exact same subject matter, it's gonna be different because it's me. So I gotta get over that a little bit. Anyway, I only say all this to you is because I just want you to know exactly what goes on in my heart and my head when it comes to all this stuff. I'm not going to hold back. I'm never going to be one of these talking heads on blogs and stuff like that just tells you things you've heard 1,000 times and tells you things about forum posts that you could read for yourself. That's the other thing. I don't want to just do stuff that you can get elsewhere. I want this channel to be different. Always have. One of the reasons I did Rares Guides. I want this channel to be different. To stand out, not just be like every other channel. There's so much about World of Warcraft to be covered. But I don't want to cover the obvious. And I don't think you guys deserve the obvious. It's all over. It's all over the place. Any of that stuff. Tons of people. I mean, I feel like I should make a video series covering other YouTubers that I like that you guys could go to for the stuff that I'm talking about. Like I said, Bellular is my favorite probably when it comes to that stuff. Not only is he good and solid and, you know, the quality's high, he's pretty quick about getting videos out on a timely fashion, very topical stuff. I wish I could be that way, but I don't have the time to do that. So he's my kind of go-to for that. I'd like to, I don't know, maybe I should. What do you guys think? Should I cover other YouTubers that I believe in, that I think need to be acknowledged? Most of them are bigger than me, so they're usually getting plenty of publicity, so to speak. But I'd still like to talk about them. I'd still like to recommend them, and I'd still like to give them their due, because I trust me, I know what it takes to do this stuff. So I like to pay it forward somehow. Yeah, like I said, these people are bigger than me, but it doesn't matter. Doing the right thing isn't predicated on circumstance. It's something I really believe in. Just because Bellular's bigger than me and has more subs than me and is better than me in terms of YouTube far beyond anything, that doesn't behoove me from doing the right thing and doing something I believe in, which is recommending him. That action is on me. That responsibility is on me. The circumstances surrounding that, he could be a YouTuber with 100 videos, or 100 subs, or a million subs. My responsibility, my desire to give him the respect that he deserves is on me. And I think that's something in life that matters. Don't ever feel like, I'm not going to do this because they know how I feel, or they know how people feel about them. Sometimes they don't. And even if they do, that's not your problem. Your responsibility is to still make that action, to still say those words, it's more about you than it is them, because you'll feel better, because it's the right thing. It's amazing how doing the right thing makes things okay, makes things better. It's kind of like holding a grudge in a way. Maybe not, but it's something that I can equate it to in my head. When you hold a grudge against someone else, even if they are a nasty person, you hold that grudge, that other person isn't affected by that grudge. They may be a nasty person, but you having a grudge against them does nothing. They don't even know it. They don't even acknowledge it. It doesn't affect their life. Why should it? They have their own lives. You're over here the one with the grudge. The person it affects is you. Holding a grudge hurts you from the inside out. Does nothing to the other person. So you have to let that stuff go. The responsibility, again, is on you. It affects you. Those feelings, that's what I'm saying. The feelings that you have affect you. And if you hold in your gratitude or appreciation or love for someone inside of you, it just sits there. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't help anyone. Sure, you know it, but what good is it? It's like having a gift for someone in your hands and you never give it to them. It just stays in your closet. What good does it do there? It collects dust. The stuff, the love, the passion, the appreciation, all that stuff inside of you, give it away. My advice, give it away. Because there's people out there that need it that don't know about it. There's people that might know about it but still need it. It may not even affect them at all. They may just be like, oh, cool, thanks. That's not the point. You walk away knowing that you did the right thing and that you had the heart to do it. That you're not holding it inside anymore. It's out. You've released it. And you don't have to hold that in anymore or think about it anymore. I don't know. This is just the goofy stuff that I have. My thoughts and feelings and everything. And, Someone stated they like talking about life, so there you go. There's a little life stuff there. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this vlog somewhat short. I'm gonna try and get more videos out this week, but again, I'm gonna work on stuff that I have passion for. Right now, honestly, a lot of that's Overwatch. A lot of that is Overwatch. So there might be some Overwatch stuff. Actually, I have one Overwatch video I really, really want to do. But I have to write it, and that's the other thing, is I want to write and script my videos a little bit more. Not because I want them to be less passionate and more, I don't know how to say it, structured, whatever, but that is, I want them to be somewhat structured. I want to, if I have that stuff written out, my videos will take less time to do, because then I can just have and just go by my script rather than try and wing it and try and make it from what I just blather on about. Oh, by the way, haircut. I just noticed I had this like the faux hawk thing going on up there. Look at that. So haircut I just got. So there's that, and then lack of shaving. So I've got less hair here, more hair here. Forgot about that. Anyway. So yeah, I'll do what I can. But thank you guys for believing in me, and thank you for supporting me no matter what happens. That's what I need. I need to get back to an honest, real, passionate place about what I want to make rather than just churn stuff out. So, anyway. Thank you guys again. You guys are awesome. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get back to where I was before, or what that will entail. But thank you for being there with me on the journey. I'm amazed at any of this. That any of this has happened. And that maybe I can make more stuff for you guys. I'll be honest. I feel like I was meant to do something like this. I was meant to entertain. When I was a kid, I knew I was meant to entertain in some fashion. I was like 7 years old. I told my first joke in front of my family, like Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I don't think it was that great of a joke. I stole it actually from Garfield. I don't think the joke was that great. But what I think it was is the fact that some little kid said it, but still, everybody cracked up. And I'll never forget that feeling of making everybody in the room laugh. And at that moment, 7 years old, I knew this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. And so I don't know how that's going to go, and I don't know where it's going to lead, and I don't know if it will ever amount to anything. I may just be a cubicle monkey desk jockey guy for the rest of my life. That's fine. I don't necessarily want fame or fortune from this. I just want to tap into that thing that 7-year-old felt as much as I can. Life is short, so I don't want to ever squander it. So, anyway, thank you guys for everything. Seriously. You guys mean a lot to me. When I'm at work, whatever else, and I get a comment across my phone, believe me, it changes me. It makes my day. It reaffirms that I just need to keep trying, keep pushing, and hopefully things will get better. So, anyway, thanks guys. And as always, take care of yourselves.